Hey, we the only team don't play games. Championship rings need champagne. Babylon can't stop this campaign. Rampage, guess I know why the heathen rage. Cause the guys be bringing it out. This kingdom we bringing it down. Lost sheep we'd have been found. Wait until we get a crown. Crown talk, yeah, this that crown talk. Nehemiah don't want to be like Nino Brown now. Cause this that king talk. Real life king talk. Like Solomon, I see things clearly like a greenhouse. The wordplay can't get colorful. The scriptures cutting you the butter too. Not to mention we a living legend. Don't know what to do when a myth is standing right in front of you. You better watch and just take notes. The Father sent a flood, then a rainbow. But his son coming back with fire. So it ain't gonna be no more scapegoats. Let me tell you what the prophecy, unparalleled with the prophecies. Stopping fritz, bodies in the street. My people property in this monopoly. Call it America, where the dreams come true. When nightmares and the demons come too. The sodomite agenda. I don't give a damn if you offended. Cause this
you see that? So one thing that we got to do, and that's why I said if we didn't hearken to keep his law, then we were going to be under curses because we responsible for it. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. We responsible for keeping God's law. Right. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 46.
Bring it out.
So show you something real quick. You go now. You see what I'm talking about. You go like, oh, we in there. Like, because then we going to keep going.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So one thing that these curses was going to be upon us, they were going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder. When you looking for McDowell's liquor store, how you know that's McDowell's liquor store right there? Because it's what I'm saying though, but you get what I'm saying? Because of the sign.
Right.
Now, one thing about it, these curses was going to be a sign to us. Right. That who are the Israelites in the last days? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going.
And upon thy seed forever.
It's going to be upon us and our children forever. Keep going.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Because we stopped serving God, we started going into things like Islam and Christianity. Keep going.
With joyfulness. And with gladness of heart.
Because we stopped serving them, we stopped serving with gladness of heart. We stopped keeping the feast days. We stopped keeping the Sabbath days and all that.
That's right. For the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
You see what's going to happen? So we're going to start serving our enemies. Keep going.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord, so who sent these folks against us? God, the Most High God sent these folks. He sent the Arabs against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gave us Islam. Right. He sent them folks against us. Keep going.
And hunger.
And hunger. So when you go want to get your food, bro, where you gonna get your food from? Do you get it from people that look like us or somebody else? Huh?
Like us.
That's a curse, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be providing for ourselves. But because we broke God's law, we were gonna do what?
In hunger.
And we want to serve our enemies in hunger.
Right.
Keep going.
And in thirst.
In thirst. That's drinking your hand right there. Who all that stuff right there? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because we broke God's laws, when you thirsty, bro, you got to go to another nation to get there.
Right.
Do he got to go to us and get his drink? Huh? Do he got to go to us and get his drink? I'll praise it. Because the laws don't apply to him. Right. The laws only apply to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He don't got to suffer these curses like we do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Our clothes that we got on. The textile clothes, we don't own those. Right. You get what I'm saying? We don't own that jacket that you got on right now. If you look where it's made at, it ain't gonna say made by the Israelites.
Right.
It's gonna say made by the Pakistanians or most likely Indonesia or somewhere right now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Right. It ain't gonna say us. We don't own nothing, bro. And if we do own something, we still got to go to them and get the supplies and stuff that we need to do what we got to do with it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's because we under cursing.
Right.
Now, what other people got to go to another nation for everything? Who do though? We do. They come to our neighborhoods and they supply us with our needs.
Right.
That's a curse. It's supposed to be an Israelite that own that liquor store right there.
Right.
That gas station right there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That grocery store up there. It probably be Israelites that own this stuff right here. But because we broke God's law, read it from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
In want of all things. When you want a driver's license, where you gotta go? Who owned it?
Bring it out.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Who owned it? When you
out.
want education. Who own Mississippi State? Who own Jackson State? We don't own those, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Jackson State, before it was a so-called, what they called them? HBCU. That was a white collar.
Right.
Back in the day.
Leftovers.
Yeah, they just gave it to us. You know what I'm saying? The trash. Because Jackson State don't look like LSU or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because we broke God's law, you know what I'm saying, we were gonna be suffering anything. We gotta go to the other nations for everything, bro.
That's
a curse right there. Now who that identify with? They don't identify with the Arab, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That identified us. That's proving that we ain't Muslim, bro.
Right.
We the Israelites.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? You better than a Muslim. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I don't want to hear you say that. You were selling yourself short, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know one thing about Islam, and especially Islam, with men or whatnot, we say that because it gives us a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, self-esteem and whatnot because of the past. But we got to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? We got to come back to who we are according to the Bible. Because we the Israelites. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
All praise it. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68 now. I want to go and sell it. Go and hit it home real quick, because now you can relate to the Bible. You see our history in the Bible, right? Because I told you that everybody that we got to go to the other nation for everything.
Right.
That only applies to us.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 28:16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he said that the Lord is going to bring us again into Egypt with ships. Turn around. You see that, bro? Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord was gonna bring us into Egypt again with ships. Egypt don't. We ain't talking about the land Egypt. Egypt is the. I'll pray. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go. I want to wait till y'all fall. I want you to hit it. I'm gonna give you some time. I'll pray because Egypt is synonymous with something, right? It's synonymous with something. Give me Deuteronomy 20 and 2. Exodus 20 and 2. I'll pray. Appreciate that, job, man. Because I want you to understand that, yeah, it's a landmass, but Egypt also means something. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous to the house of bondage. You know what I'm saying? So when you say I'm gonna bring you into Egypt again, it means that I'm gonna bring you into the house of bondage again, which is what? Slavery. You get what I'm saying? You go back 28:68.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into bondage again.
With ships.
What nation went into slavery on slave ships and was scattered to every nation on the face of the earth? Who that happened to? That didn't happen to Islam, bro. They happened to no Israelis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or no Ishmaelites. That happened to the Israelites, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Hamite, on that picture right there, the African, they sold us to Arabs. And the Arabs sold us to the so-called white man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's how, that's what they call the transatlantic slave trade. You get what I'm saying? So, who did that happen to, bro? Did that happen to Arab, the Muslim, or did that happen to so-called black folk? Huh?
I'm gonna call you right back.
I'll pray.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna call you right back.
So I just want you to get this real quick, So who did that happen to, bro? Did that happen to Muslim? Or did that have Islam or Arabs, or did that happen to so-called black folk?
That's the question to me.
Who went into slavery on slave ship?
Black people.
Black people. You know what I'm saying? The Bible just said the same thing. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
To Egypt, the house of bondage, slavery.
With ships.
What people went into slavery on slave ships? Black people. Who? This is what happened to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Our people went into slavery on slave ships to all these places. This only happened to us. We the only people that can say that we've been scattered everywhere.
That's right.
28:64 real quick.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 28:64.
Bring it out.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
You see that? We were scattered everywhere. Did you know one of the last slave ships came from Russia? Yeah, they was getting us out of Russia too. You know what I'm saying? It's still so-called blacks over there right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In they military right now, they look just like us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My brother, he was over there in Sierra Leone and Ethiopia.
West Africa.
In West Africa. It's people over there that look just like us. Like, dog, man, he like my neighbor.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's because we were scattered everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So, one thing about it, bro, put it down. So, who are we, man? Who are we? Nah, what's our nationality? Cause black is a color. Hey, you ain't that color, bro. I can't get a plane ticket and fly to the land of black. Huh?
Get out.
Bring
it out.
You feel me, bro? We can't get a plane ticket and go to the land of black. So that's another thing to say. That's just like calling yourself Muslim.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's just like calling yourself Muslim. You get what I'm saying? Calling yourself black, African American,
right.
Afro American. All those are derogatory words that were put up on us. Right. We ain't that, we Israelites.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So, who are we?
Call you back. Call my phone.
There you go. Tell them to come and listen to the word of God.
She want me to buy a beer. I'm like, I ain't gonna buy no.
Oh, praise. So, what's our nationality, man? Cause you done learned something real good today, man. What's your nationality?
American.
What?
American.
American? We ain't American.
I call
we the Israelites.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? What did the Bible say was American? No, because Amerigo Vespucci, that's who America is named after. You get what I'm saying? We ain't American, bro. We the Israelites. Now I'm asking one more again, because I ain't say all this for nothing. What's our nationality? We Israel.
That's right.
Oh, praise it. So from here on out, if you got what's the sign for Islam? The crescent moon. If you got all that crap in your house, man, throw that crap away, bro. What it is? The cobblestone? Deuteronomy 7:25.
Bring it out.
I'll pray. Because one thing about it, we got to come out of all these different nationalities and all that stuff, and we got to come back to who we are.
Right.
And we're going to get up on that. You know?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 25. The graven images of their God shall ye burn with fire.
You see that? The crescent moons, the cross with the ump. We got all that crap. You keep going.
The graven images of their God shall ye burn with fire.
We got to burn all that crap up. Right. We got to forget about it. We ain't into that no more. You just learned that you are the most greatest nation on the face of this earth.
Right.
And that ain't no religion. That's our nationality.
Right.
That's who we are.
Right.
That's the foundation of who we are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now you can walk around with a purpose now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because under Islam and under Christianity, they first of all, it ain't us. It ain't our nationality. So we ain't got no sense of purpose behind those things.
Right.
But when you find out you're an Israelite, now you got a sense of purpose. Now you know why you're in the situation you're in, and I'm going to show you what to do to get out of those situations.
That's right, bring it
up.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring it up.
How we can come together and we can get out of those situations.
That's right.
Ain't that what you want, bro? Ain't that what you want?
Bring it up.
Say yeah.
I said, yeah.
Oh, pray. That's what you want, man. Go to Deuteronomy 10, verse 12.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
You get what I'm saying? Because now that you know you're Israelite, now we gonna get the keys that can help us get rulership.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because we ain't fighting for equality no more.
Right.
We found out that was a trick. Right. You get what I'm saying? Hey, they been telling us that why you think the so-called white man don't stop so-called black folk walking down the street marching for? Because it's no effect.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's to none effect. We fighting for rulership. When you come up here and you start talking about who we are according to the Bible, that's when you're going to start to shake kingdom.
That's
right.
You get what I'm saying? Because now they like, oh man, he don't supposed to be saying that. He supposed to be marching up and down the street with signs talking about he a man. Right. You get what I'm saying? You don't supposed to be sitting up here telling these folks that they the greatest people on earth.
Right.
Because now he going to walk around with a purpose now. You get what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 10, verse 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Read.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now that you know that you are an Israelite, now that you know that you are the greatest people on the face of the earth, what does God require of you? Keep going.
but to fear the Lord thy God.
So now that we know that we Israel, bro, we gotta start to fear God now. He always said how to fear God.
To walk in all his ways, and to love him,
and
to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
You go.
To keep the commandments.
To keep the commandments.
Right.
That's the root of what we gotta do.
Right.
We find out who we are according to the Bible, that we are the Israelite, and then we gotta start keeping God's law.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So now we should start going over some of God's law. All praise. Give me Numbers 15:38.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Read.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Who? Speak to who?
The children of Israel. And bid them.
And bid them. So Moses said, speak to the children of Israel and do what?
This is Derek.
Hey, how you doing, Derek? We out here showing our people who we are according to the Bible.
Right.
That we are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's
right now we going over some of God's law. What you know about the Israelite, bro? Why he on the phone?
I'm not on the phone.
No, he on the phone.
I'm just learning.
Oh, praise. Well, that's who we are. That's our nationality. Did you know that? And then we went into slavery because we broke God's law. Give me Deuteronomy 76 again.
Bring it out.
We're going to go over this.
Bring it out.
Because one thing, have you ever thought about why we was in this situation as a nationality? Why we going through these things as a nationality? Have you ever questioned it? Why in every major city on the planet that we live like this?
Right.
Or worse. You know what I'm saying? Because in some countries, our people living in huts, in tin huts. You know what I'm saying? They love it, but this just as bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because all of us are living in these situations. Have you ever thought about that? All praise. You said to get the answer right now.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
God said that we are a holy people. We are a separate people. Derek?
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You see that? So we are above all people on the face of the earth.
Right. That's right.
You get what I'm saying? Hey, question. According to this sign right here,
I'll be down there.
right here, you got our God-given names: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh. On right here. Over here is what our slave names is: African American, West Indian, black. All this. According to, give me Numbers 1 and 18. According to this, who was your father? What was his nationality? Was he a so-called black man? Okay, I'll pray that you come from the tribe of Judah.
That's
You get what I'm saying? A royal tribe. Judah. You know what I'm saying? Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Read.
And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
You see that? So when our bloodline comes from the father, that's why I asked you what was your father's nationality.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now that we established it, that your father was a so-called black man or African American, you come from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
So from here on out, you gonna call you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? Let's see who else comes from that tribe.
Bring it out.
Hebrews 7:14.
Bring it out.
We're gonna see who else comes from that tribe. Bro, we are royal people, and I'm gonna prove that to you today. Well, you got? Okay, I'll pray.
He said he coming back.
Okay, read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
So we got evidence that the black Messiah,
That's
Jesus Christ, came from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
We come from the tribe of Judah. The black Messiah comes from the tribe of Judah also.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So, question there. With that being said, we knowing that we are the most important people, or the children of God, and we knowing that, how do we end up in this situation? That was the question I asked you at first. We're going to find that out right now. Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter
28 and 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
You see that? So if we kept God's law, or when we start keeping God's law, he gonna set us upon the face of it, above everybody in the face of the earth.
That's
you get what I'm saying? Go to 15 now.
Look it out.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
If we will not hearken, that's what happened to us. We didn't hearken to the Most High God. Keep going.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You see that? So what happened was we broke God's laws and we got sent in we got put under a lot of curses.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's why we in the situation we in right now. Go to 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Question to you: who live in the worst areas on the face of the earth? I can't say in the United States no more because Israelites everywhere. We all over the world, and all over the world we live like this. So my question to you is: who live in the worst places on the face of the earth? We do. We the one that suffer all these. We the one that got put into slavery.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He said, cursed in the city and cursed in the field.
Bring it out.
Cotton field, sugarcane field. That was us right there. Can any other nations in the Delta? The cotton capital of the world right there.
Right.
All the world supply of cotton come from the Delta. We were picking that.
Right.
You know how sharp cotton is? You know how good you gotta be to pick that? Yeah, see that? That's us right there. You get what I'm saying? Who else can subscribe to that? We can. So who are we then? We gotta be the Israelite, bro. Because they said cursed in the city and cursed in the field. Now how are we cursed in the city? We living in the worst. You put it down. We living in the worst areas in the city. You can go to Chicago, Inglewood, Chicago. You can go up there to the Delta.
Right.
Out there in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? We live in the worst areas of Jackson, Mississippi. We live in the worst areas, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? One of the reasons because we broke God's law. You get what I'm saying? Read that one more time.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
See? Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. That was one thing that happened there because we broke God's law.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 17.
Now go to Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
Bring it out.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
I gotta hold the sign up again. He said, our sons and our daughters shall be given unto another people. 2555 sold to Master Charles in Gary, Indiana.
Right.
Hey, you from Jackson, Mississippi. This happened to us.
Right.
If you were standing right here, your wife was standing right here, your kid was standing right there. Each one of your kids went somewhere, your wife went somewhere, you went somewhere.
Right.
And you didn't see them no more. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? This happened to us.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? Because we broke God's law. One of the biggest things that happened to us because we broke God's law was slavery.
Right.
We suffered 400 years plus, but we still here. Which means we still in slavery to this day, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because we broke God's law. You get what I'm saying? Read that one more time.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
So when our sons and daughters were sold to the other nations or to our enemies, and we was crying, can we get our people back? Can we get them back? It wasn't nothing you could do about it.
Right.
Hey, it wasn't no Google or no MapQuest or Google Maps now.
Get out.
It wasn't no way we could travel up there. In the 1800s, it wasn't no 55 North, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't no way we could get up there.
Right.
So when you were down here, you were down here. That's just like in New Orleans. Right now they got bridges that can go across New Orleans. Back in the day, there wasn't no bridges. If you was in New Orleans, you just were there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's because our people were suffering under these curses. You get what I'm saying? Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Bring it out.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God said that we were going to serve our enemies.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent these folks against us? Who sent them people on the west coast of Africa to find Israelites? Because they weren't just looking for people with our skin, they were looking for a nationality.
Right.
They knew who they were coming for, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Why you think it's still people that look like us over there now? You know what I'm saying? Or Hamites over there. If they were just coming to pick up anybody, they would have came and picked up anybody that looked like us. Yeah. But they knew who they was coming from.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's why the Lord, he sent them for. He sent the so-called white man against us.
That's
The
right.
Arab, the white man. You know what I'm saying? All these people were our slave masters right here. You see that? Come a little closer. You see that?
Bring it out.
Arab, sub-Saharan slave trade. You get what I'm saying? White man, transatlantic slave trade. You get what I'm saying? And the Africans sold us to both of them. You get what I'm saying? That's why they was on Facebook apologizing, talking about because they know what they did to, and they know we ain't the same people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They was apologizing for selling us to these people.
Right.
Cause now they in trouble now. You know what I'm saying? They having another skirmish for their land now. You get what I'm saying? Over there in the east coast of Africa, a lot of them folks speaking Mandarin now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because what they did to us, they sold us to them people, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So read that one more time. You put it down.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which who? So who sent these folks against us there? The Lord. Keep going.
In hunger.
And hunger. So when you want your food there, when you want to get something to eat, some McDonald's, where you got to go to? Huh?
Some McDonald's.
Who own McDonald's? Do Israelites own McDonald's? All praise. See that? You get where I'm coming from?
Right.
See, we got to go to another nation to get some McDonald's.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? To get some pie. Don't eat that anyway.
Right.
Don't eat no McDonald's, but I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So to go get anything from Food Depot, Walmart, Sam Walton, we don't own these things. We got to go to another nation for our food. Keep going.
Right.
And in thirst.
And thirst. Where your water bill. You get what I'm saying? The Sunny, Aquafina. Do we own these? Coca-Cola own Aquafina. The Sunny, he own one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't own these things and whatnot. Another nation do. So we got to go to another nation for our drink.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You go.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, your clothes that you got on. Where you get them from? Who own that stuff? All right. You see that?
That's right.
You see that? So another nation, you got to go to another nation for your food,
That's right.
your water, or your drink, and your clothes.
Bring it out.
Keep going.
And in want of all things.
That cell phone, who that cell phone with? That's an LG? An Android? Yeah, see that? You got, so who you go, so who on Android? Who on LG?
Go with C-Spot.
Huh?
C-Spot.
Who on C-Spot?
Bring it out.
We don't own it.
That's
You get what I'm saying? We got to go to another nation for the want of what?
All things.
Of all things.
That's right.
That's right.
The so-called Israelites got to go to go get their stuff from Walmart. We don't own that. City of Jackson, we don't own that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To pay your water bill.
Right.
You don't pay that to an Israelite.
Right.
You pay that to a so-called white man.
Bring it out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What's our governor name there? Tate Reed. You got to pay that to him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You got to pay that to him now. Because we broke God's laws, you got to go to the other nations for the want of all things.
That's right.
Do the other nations got to go to the other nations to get their stuff? Or do they go to their people? You get what I'm saying? I went to, I was passing by, you know that Walmart that's in Brandon? That's in Pearl on 80 right there? You know that Chinese restaurant right there? I was going over there, right? And then when I looked in there, I'm like, okay, I ain't see no Tyson pull up to serve them food. Guess who I seen pull up? They had Chinese ladders on. They supply themselves.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They supply themselves with what they need. They ain't calling Tyson up.
Right.
They should have called another so-called Chinese man, and he should have pull up and put that rat off their truck.
That's right.
That's
Bring
what
it out.
he did. And them dead dogs. That's what he should have bring.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Bring it
But I
out.
said that to say that we the one that got to go to another nation for everything.
Right. That's right.
You get what I'm saying? That's a curse right there. We
That's
we
right.
supposed to be supplying ourselves with everything.
Right.
But because we broke God's laws, we got to go to the other nations for everything now.
Get out.
You get what I'm saying? Go to 28 and 40. I mean 16. Hey, read. I want you to hear this one. I want you to hear this real quick. Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said, so read that one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The God said he was going to bring us into Egypt again with ships.
Right.
Now, Egypt is synonymous for something.
Right.
You got it? Exodus 20 and 2.
Bring it
I'm going to
out.
show you what Egypt means. Because this region right here, that's what it was a people called Mizraim.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's what those people call it. 4 families that make up the Hamites or the Africans. Put, Canaan, Mizraim, and Cush. These are the people that make up Africa.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or Ham, or the land of Ham, which what it was called before. You know what I'm saying? Read that one more time.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
And in Egypt again.
with ships.
So Egypt is synonymous for something. I want you to know what that means. Keep going.
Exodus 20 and 2.
Read.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You see that? So Egypt is a synonymous for bondage or slavery. You get what I'm saying? Read it. Keep going.
Verse Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again.
With ship.
And with ship. Who went into slavery on slave ship and got sent everywhere across the world? Who that happened to? Did that happen to the Arab? Did that happen to the white man? So-called white man? Did that happen to the so-called China? Or did that happen to the so-called Israelites?
Let him read that scripture.
Read that.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
See that? So Egypt, like I say, what Egypt mean? I'm asking, bondage, exactly.
That's right.
So we got sent in who went into slavery on slave ships? We did.
That's
Can't
right.
nobody else subscribe to it. They ain't gonna want to subscribe to it.
Right.
Ain't nobody, you get what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to say they went into slavery on slave ships, but we gotta say that because that's our history.
Right.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.